Good morning, Year 9. I hope you're well and having a lovely day. This is Mr. Souza welcoming you to today's lesson. Please could you write the date and the title Creative Writing, Review and Plan. So for your do now, I would like you to consider this. But how could you live and have no story to tell? A quote by Dostoevsky. Write down 3 experiences you have had that could form the basis for a story. So you've got 5 minutes now to write the date, title, and complete the do now. So some possible ideas you may have written down. Losing something, waiting for something, being stuck in a lift, toilet, or room, falling out with someone, a long journey, bad travel experience, exhilaration, meaning excitement, of a sporting event or team game, a school trip, jokes and escapades with friends. Escapades are mini adventures, sleepovers, camping in bad weather, and of course the big one, surviving lockdown. So if you're not having a great time at the moment, just think this could form the basis for your novel in future years. And even if you don't write a novel, people in the future, you could be going into classrooms as an older person, telling people about your experiences in the lockdown. So you've definitely lived through something really fundamental now. However, I would advise you to jot down your experiences in a diary because, like I said, in future years, it'll be a really fundamental experience that you went through. So I definitely advise you to write a diary, keep some sort of journal, making a note of your experiences. So task 1 is a review. I would like you to write down the following headings and jot down as much as you can about each one. Character, story structure, setting, story openings, dialogue, sentence structures, punctuation, and generating ideas. So this is a recap. Brainstorm all the different aspects of creative writing that we have looked at over the past 3 weeks. So please pause the video for 15 minutes in order to do that now. Okay, so these are some answers. Character, show not tell. What does the character want? Conflict is important. Story structure, exposition, so background, rising action, climax, the key part, falling action, and resolution, the ending. Can mix this up. Setting, it's important to know background, themes, and foreshadowing events. Story openings, it's important to hook the reader's attention using narrative hooks such as atmospheric, puzzling, direct speech, visual, funny, and subtle. Dialogue must show what the character wants and potentially demonstrate conflict. It's important to vary sentence tags, remember how to punctuate, and remember that new dialogue means a new line. Sentence structures. It's important to vary sentence types, using a mix of simple, compound, and complex sentences. And sentence starters must be varied, remember to add detail. Punctuation. It's important to vary the types of punctuation you use, such as ellipses, dashes, colons, semicolons, and exclamation marks. Finally, generating ideas. Use pictures, books, music, art, and film, as well as your own experiences as sources of inspiration for your stories. Can you please pause the video to make sure you've noted down all the key points on the slide? If you have any gaps in your answers, these need to be filled in. It's really important that you have these short summaries of all the key ideas. So when you're revising, looking back next year, when you're doing creative writing again, it's really important you have everything in one place. So please pause the video now to do that. Okay, so task 2 is story titles. I would like you to look at these story titles: The Visit, No Way Out, and The Outsider. I would like you to write down as many ideas as you can for stories next to each one. Are there any experiences you have had that could link to one of these titles? So please pause the video for 5 to 10 minutes to do this now. Okay, so these are some possible ideas. The Visit. Who from? A person from outer space? A visit from a stranger that will change your life? A visit you make somewhere extraordinary? A visiting speaker to your school who inspired you? Nothing is the same again after the visit. No way out. From a room, or a prison, or a cage, or a situation. Do you get out or not? Is it you who is trapped, or someone else? How about starting and ending your story with these words? And finally, outsider. Are you the outsider or someone else? Is it because they are a bully or a victim? Are they from a different place? Do you see the world differently, like the man with the newspaper in yesterday's lesson? Do you stop being an outsider by the end of the story or not? So please pause the video for 5 minutes to jot down some ideas. Task 3. Plan. Choose one of the story titles and plan a story, making notes under each heading below. Exposition, also introduction, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. If you've forgotten what these headings mean, please flick back in your book. Think about the setting for your story. And think about the characters. How many will there be? What are they like? And how will you show rather than tell? So rather than simply describing them, how will you reveal their character through things like action and the thoughts of other characters about them? So please pause the video for 10 minutes to do that now. Task 4. Opening. I would like you to write the opening to your story. Think about the different types of opening we looked at and the idea of hooking the reader in. Spend about 10 minutes on writing a really strong opening. Please pause the video now to do that. So finally, reflection. Thinking about your story before you write it will help improve the quality of your writing. Begin with the end in mind. So that brings us to the end of today's lesson, but also, I'm sure you'll be devastated to hear, the end of the creative writing unit. So thank you very much for all your hard work. And I would like to take this opportunity to say that the work I've seen from you has been exceptional. Really creative, really imaginative, very high quality writing. So thank you very much for everything that you sent to me, for all the feedback, for keeping in touch. And you should be very proud of everything you've achieved. Even if you haven't sent me anything, I'm sure you've written some amazing things because I've been obviously looking at your work over the year, and you are a very, very creative class. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. And next week we'll be moving on to Shakespeare, Much Ado About Nothing. So well done once again. Thank you very much. And I will see you next time.